In this video, I will be demonstrating exercise 10.2, installing the TS Web Access Role Service, exercise 10.3, using remote desktop web connection, exercise 10.4, connecting to a terminal service web access server, and exercise 10.5, using remote app with a terminal services web access. In exercise 10.2, we will be installing the TS Web Access Role Service to the terminal services configuration. So the first thing we want to do is go to Server Manager, click Continue, and we're going to click the Roles node. We're going to scroll down and click Add Role Services. And we're going to check the TS Web Access one. This dialog box shows us the dependencies that the TS Web Access Role Service relies on. We're going to click Next, and Next again, and Next one more time, and click Install. This will install it for us. As soon as it's done installing, we can go ahead and click Close. In exercise 10.3, we will be using the remote desktop web connection client on our partner server to connect to our own terminal server. So now that we've moved over to our partner server, we're going to go to Internet Explorer and type in the URL for the terminal services default page. As you can see, we're typing in the student1 account as well as the password. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click the remote desktop tab. And as you can see, we have a dialog box that prompts us to install the ActiveX control. So we're going to click Run. And now we're going to type in the fully qualified domain name for our server, which is 2020server01.contosa.com. And we just want it to open up in a 800 by 600 pixel box. So we're going to click the drop down menu here. And then we don't want any sound to play, period. And we will be on a LAN connection. So we're going to adjust these settings here. And as soon as we adjust our settings, we're going to click Connect. And then we're going to wait for it to initialize the connection. Oh yeah, we have to click Connect here too. And we have to enter our password as well. As soon as we click OK, it will begin to connect to our server. And as you can see, a new remote desktop session window is opened, and this is our server. And all we're just going to do is just going to log off as soon as we close out of our normal pop-ups here. Just going to go Start and log off. Now we're just going to close out of Internet Explorer and log off of our partner server. In exercise 10.4, we will be configuring our terminal server to deploy a remote desktop client to Internet Explorer on our partner server. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our TS Remote App Manager console. We're going to go Start, Administrative Tools, Terminal Services, and click right there. And then the Actions pane, we're going to click the Terminal Server Settings, sorry. And in the Remote Desktop Access group box, we're going to check the Show a Remote Desktop Connection to this terminal server in TS Web Access. This will enable us to connect to this terminal server via Internet Explorer on our partner server. And that's where we're going to be going right now. So let us navigate to our partner server. We're going to log in using our normal credentials. Once we've logged in, I'm going to go to the Terminal Service Web Access Gateway, which is on which is we go to Internet Explorer. We're going to use our normal Student 1 credentials. And as you can see, because we checked the checkbox back on our terminal server, we have the remote desktop icon here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click that and click connect. And of course enter our password. And this is going to connect us to our server. And as you can see, it opened up in a full screen session. And if you look on the connection bar at the top, it does tell us that we are connected to 2020 Server 01. We're just going to log off now. And we're going to log off of our terminal server as well. In exercise 10.5, we will be configuring our terminal server to deploy remote app applications using TS Web Access. So the first thing we want to do is we want to open up the TS Remote App Manager console. And if you recall, in Lab 9, we created 3 remote apps, which were WordPad, System Information, and Server Manager. And in those, we unchecked the show in TS Web Access. For this lab, we have to go and check those back. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And then as soon as we do that, we're going to log off of this server and move to our partner server. Then we're going to go to Internet Explorer and go to our Terminal Services Gateway, Web Access Gateway, that is. We're going to log in with our standard credentials. As you can see, there are the 3 applications that we permitted access to. We're going to connect to WordPad. We're going to enter our password and click OK. And this will connect us to the WordPad, which is running on our 2020 Server 01. As you can see, there is almost no difference between the Terminal Services WordPad and the WordPad that is on the computer. The only difference that I could pick up is a difference in the color of the title bar. As you can see, the one in Terminal Services is darker, whereas the one on our server is lighter. This concludes my video for Lab 10 in INTC 2020. See you next time.